You need these 10 tips to get better at rank play, and for the first one, we're going to be starting off with your settings. Now, if you happen to not know the best settings for console or even your PC, there's a lot of pro players that have put out a ton of YouTube videos or even some TikTok videos on what they run and what they like to do in the CDL. Luckily for y'all, I recently just dropped a best settings video for Modern Warfare 2, so I'll leave a card in the corner right now. And I also dropped a color and visibility settings short on the YouTube channel as well, so I'll leave a card in the corner as well. For the second tip, we're going to be talking about practicing your aim and your movement. Now, you'll be surprised. A lot of people will just log on and do the first thing they do, they'll literally just hop on ranked play. No warm up, no training, no nothing. And believe me, I used to be that player, but now before I even get into any ranked play game, I have to shoot some bots. So for my typical rule of thumb, I like to do about 10 to 15 minutes on a ranked CDL map. So if I know I'm playing a lot of hardpoint, I'll probably be on Ricardo like you see right here. Warm up for about 10 to 15 minutes with the gun of your choice. Now, I play both sub and AR, so I usually switch between them both. But yeah, 10 to 15 minutes with the radar always on, just making sure that your movement and your aim is nice and sharp before you hop into ranked play. Now, third, we're going to be talking about the roles. Now, typically in the CDL, you're going to see a 2-2 split, meaning that you have 2 subs and 2 ARs on the map. Now, funny enough, in this gameplay, I was actually the only one rocking a sub, which can help and hurt me in some areas. Typically on Ricardo, you can actually get away with 3 subs, but I would recommend just using the 2-2 split, having 2 subs and 2 ARs on the map. For our fourth tip, we're going to be talking about communicating with your teammates. Now, I know solo queue is scary. Nobody's talking on the mics. People are weird, but it is a necessity if you want to win on ranked play. So hop into that game chat. Talk to your teammates, let them know what you're going to do. Even if they're not even talking to you, letting them know where people are spawning, where people are coming from is going to help in the long run. Now, thankfully for me, in this gameplay that you're seeing right now, I actually had a 4-stack, and for the first part, I'm not sure if y'all can hear it, but we're communicating about what we want to do on the first initial push for the hill. Us knowing that the first hill on Ricardo is more so of a setup hill for the second one, somebody on our team communicates that they want to push heavy on the left side, so we're going to push out gate and we're going to push out RV, 2-2 split, and we're just going to flip spawns as far as we can. Now, this actually ended up working for us, but that's because we were communicating what the game plan was and not just sort of sitting around or even just playing namelessly and not even discussing what the game plan was or what we were going to do. And listen, in the off chance that you do not have a mic, find the ping button and please use it. Now, for our fifth tip, we're going to be having learning the spawn points in every single map in ranked play. Now, I know it's going to be a little bit of work, but there are a few resources that you can use. If you want the fastest way of learning spawns, or at least knowing where people are going to be spawning towards, I recommend Rambo Ray's YouTube series, The Game Within the Game. It's probably the best YouTube series that actually simplifies the spawns for each map and even for each hardpoint hill. Another method for this is actually thinking about where you're spawning. If you're not in control of a hill, seeing where you spawn and seeing if you spawn in a consistent spot over and over and over, when you actually end up getting the hill, that's probably where the enemy team is going to be spawning as well. Recognizing where you're going to be on the map, whether you're in control of the hill or you're trying to get the hill, seeing where you're spawning in on a consistent basis, you sort of get to develop that over time. Now, for our number 6 tip, we actually have power positions. Now, this is mainly for my AR players out there. Now, while sub players are the ones that are getting a lot of kills, AR players are the most important piece in terms of maintaining control and clearing out lanes in any map on ranked play. As you can see in this clip right here, I actually end up getting one shot, so I really can't reach out any angles. But one of my teammates that's actually sitting on plat of top green or top grandmas is actually telling me to not reach out anything because he knows I'm one shot and that he has both my angles for back alley or barber alley or even mid tunnel. With that position he has mid tunnel and back alley on lock, so he actually gets a 2 free piece by simply just being in a power position on the map. So knowing as an AR player which lanes and which sort of angles you need to take and where people are most likely going to be coming from at all times is extremely important. You get to keep flow of the map, you get control of the map, and that just makes everybody else's jobs easier, from the subs to the other ARs. Now, for our 7th tip, we're going to be having rotating. Now, with rotating, it really depends on the map or how far the hills are. Now, typically at most, you're going to see people rotating with about 20 to 30 seconds left on a current hill. However, depending on the map, you probably see people starting to rotate at 30 to 35 seconds, especially if it's a hill that you can probably earn a lot of time on. Especially on a map like Hydroelectric, you probably want to start rotating at like 35 seconds to anchor spawns, especially if you're trying to go from the 2nd hill to the 3rd hill or the 3rd hill to the 4th hill. The hills are very far apart, so you probably want to have somebody rotating or looking to rotate about 30 to 35 seconds, especially if you have control of the map. The best way to sort of learn this is you could probably watch some CDL matches back, or even if you play ranked play and start to notice that the enemy team is rotating a bit early, then you probably want to rotate a bit earlier than them. At number 8, we have repositioning. Now, repositioning is a huge factor when it comes to winning gunfights. Let's just give an example. You're sitting in Barber and you kill one guy. Some guy calls you out. Now, are you going to sit in Barber and probably have somebody pre pre-aiming you through the door because they know you're there, or are you going to rotate to gate, are you going to rotate to fountain, sort of catch them off guard and making sure that they don't see you for where you are. Now in this clip you see me kill somebody inside of garage or boxes, and I already know that the teammates are calling each other out, so I reposition up to this orange hop up prone. I know it's a little ratty, but I decided to reposition so I can cover more ground, or even if they decided to jump peek or even jump chow that corner that I was in, I could easily catch them off guard and shoot them in the back. Now this also works in search and destroy. Typically when you kill somebody, you have a little second timer to see where the player is going after they kill you, so you could easily run in another direction, making them think you're going one way and then easily turn around after the 3-second timer is up and they can't see you on kill cam anymore. Again, gun skill can only take you so far. You're probably going to have to outsmart your opponents as soon as you start getting to those diamond and crimson or even those plat lobbies. Now at number 9 we have jump spots. Now I actually don't do too many in this gameplay, but I do have this one clip of me hopping on the telephone to watch mid alley from the orange hop up, and me knowing somebody was rotating from mid alley, I was just holding my irons and I was able to get the kill and even another kill when somebody else came from mid alley. Now Mercado has a lot of jump spots on the map. I also have a video, so if you want to go watch it, but there's also a ton of other videos from pro players or even ranked play players that actually have the jump spots for each and every map on YouTube. Now over time you'll start to develop a sense of where the jump spots are and if certain people are on them on certain hills, so typically just again playing the game over and over, you'll start to see it and realize where you need to look at or what certain jump spots people might be hiding in. Now for our 10th and final tip, now this goes without saying, but you gotta play with confidence. Now believe me, I've been on that end where I'm in a straight blender and losing a bunch of games, but you gotta just come back in the next game, play your best, play hard, and just forget about whatever happened in the last game. It is rank play after all. It's gonna get harder as you progress through the ranks. People are gonna have more gun skill, they're gonna have more map awareness, they're gonna have more S&D strats, but it's important to remember the fundamentals, play as a team, and play together, and just have a good time overall. If you took anything away from any of these tips, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on so you never miss another video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. One might be coming from dark.
Capture the hard point.
We cut dead. Oh my gosh.
Oh, behind us, Jay.
My bad.
This nigga had Diddy on, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's on steps. He's on steps. Hitting inside. Dead. Oh my gosh. Yeah, run. They're definitely 10.
130 on it.
I got you. Where is he?
Pushing through the back.
Dead. One more on me. Taco truck dead. Another one. RV for sure. Nice. I'm pushing up. I'm swan trapping.
Get on points.
Yeah. Someone get on point.
Yeah,
I'm swan trapping.
Hard point.
They're dead.
Let's get P2 spawns. Get P2 spawns.
Yeah.
2-0.
I got time.
Oh, they charge.
Yeah, it's on the dead. Play my life.
He on the head.
You over there, P2. Try to hold him.
Yeah. One cubby.
One more.
Stun a little bit. Yeah, I know. Stun. Two. Oh, I baited you. My bad. Dead.
Fucking lungs down. I'm new.
Hard point relocating.
Oh, I ran out of ammo. One going L. He's going head. Dead. One bottom.
There's one outside.
Yeah. Oh, he killed me.
Oh, he got me. And he got his boy.
Anna dead. Ooh, one window. He's inside now.
Oh, he got me. I'm coming through. Ooh.
Oh, good shit on.
Let's go.